In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the settings in the WordPress dashboard before we get to the point where we're creating pages, posts, and adding content. Our first setting is going to be in the settings column down here in privacy. And you have two different settings here. One is basically going to index all your posts and pages on all the major search engines. The other is going to block it all. If this is a site for a business where you want free traffic and to get customers to your site to make sales, you would want to make sure this top one's checked. If this is a personal website, you would want the bottom one checked. If you don't mind, if it's a personal website and you don't mind if it gets indexed and the world can see it, then you could go ahead and leave it there. And then you simply just need to save your changes. The next setting is going to be in the general section. In the general section, we need to go ahead and add a site title, add a tagline. The other part of this, down below here, we have two different options, WordPress address URL and site address URL. Right here it says enter the address here if you want your site homepage to be different from the directory. Mine is labeled like this, http://knottypine.org, because that is the directory that it was installed. If I want it to be different as far as being indexed in the search engines differently, I would want to change this to www. Now, I suggest that you leave it however it is. If you do decide to change that, make sure in the later video we're going to be going into the Google Webmaster Tools. We want to make sure that this address here is going to be the same one that we want Google to index as well. But I would suggest leaving it the same. I'm going to leave that choice up to you. The next setting that we're going to be going into is the writing section of settings. Before we start creating a lot of content, when you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see this update services. When you publish a post, it automatically notifies all these services about all your new posts, and you see this URL. We need to delete that and save the changes. The reason for deleting that is, in the infancy of your site, especially in the beginning, you're going to be creating pages and posts that you're going to go back and edit and change, and you'll come back to them later. The problem with that is you're going to ping every one of these services each time you edit that page, each time you publish that page. If you ping these services too much, you're going to get banned from the index. So then you're going to put all this hard work into this website, and it's going to be months and months down the road before the reverse effect has happened. Basically, you haven't been pinging them all the time, so they go, okay, he's not ping spamming me, we'll index him now. So from the beginning, we just need to delete that. Just get rid of it, don't even think of it again. And towards the end of the tutorials here, I'll remind you to make sure that you have that back in there, and I'm also going to include some other pinging services. There's a lot of other pinging services besides just the one that they provide you. Save the changes. Okay, that's it for now in the general settings. Go ahead and go to the next video.